When the James Webb Space Telescope finally unfolded its golden mirrors and came alive, it wasn't just another scientific milestone. It was a moment that reshaped our place in the cosmos. For millennia, people have looked up at the night sky, wondering what lay beyond. Every leap in technology pulled back the curtain a little further, and each time the universe revealed itself to be larger, stranger, and more intricate than we ever dared imagine. We thought we had a decent grasp of the big picture, but Webb quickly proved how limited our perspective really was. With its very first deep observations, it opened a window unlike any before. And then, in one of its largest and most ambitious programs, Webb delivered something breathtaking. A single, enormous snapshot that condensed eons of cosmic history into a single view. This image, now known as the Cosmos Webb Field, isn't just a photograph, it's a time machine. It stretches back an astonishing 13.5 billion years, capturing light from some of the first galaxies that ever existed. Inside its frame are over 780,000 galaxies, each one a sprawling island of stars, gas, and dust. The staggering haul has forced astronomers to rethink long-standing theories of how the universe formed and evolved. The early cosmos, it turns out, wasn't slow, sparse, or simple. It was buzzing with activity, far more advanced than our best models had ever predicted. To truly appreciate the scale of Webb's achievement, we have to look back to the telescope that set the stage, Hubble. In 2004, Hubble stared at what looked like an empty patch of sky for 11 days straight. What emerged from that gamble was revolutionary: the ultra-deep field, a cosmic gallery of about 10,000 galaxies, some born more than 13 billion years ago. That single image changed everything. Each speck of light wasn't a lone star, but an entire galaxy, each one containing billions of stars and potentially countless worlds. From this, astronomers began estimating the true richness of the universe, with numbers ballooning until they reached an almost incomprehensible figure: 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. For all its brilliance, Hubble had a ceiling. It was built to capture light in the visible and ultraviolet spectrum, and that meant its vision hit a wall when looking at the oldest galaxies. Light from those ancient giants has been stretched and reddened by billions of years of cosmic expansion, sliding into the infrared. Hubble couldn't reach it. But Webb, with its massive golden mirror, was made for exactly this kind of work. It can pierce the dust clouds that blinded Hubble and reveal this hidden, ancient light. And what it's shown us isn't just more of the same. It's a whole new universe, one that redraws the boundaries of what we thought possible. To truly understand the leap, imagine this. If Hubble's famous ultra-deep field was a photo printed on a single sheet of paper, Webb's new Cosmos Webb map would be a mural stretching 13 feet across, every detail crisp at the same resolution. It's as jarring as stepping out of a single city and suddenly seeing the entire globe. This enormous project, known simply as Cosmos Webb, consumed more than 250 hours of telescope time in Webb's first year. Thousands of exposures were painstakingly stitched together, producing the most expansive, detailed view of the universe humanity has ever created. A catalog of over 780,000 galaxies.
And this isn't just a pretty picture. Within a single frame, we now have a continuous timeline of cosmic history, from galaxies only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang, to the massive structures we see in today's universe. Where Hubble offered us the glimpse of a crowded city block, Webb has revealed the sprawling cosmic metropolis, with suburbs, highways, and the vast empty fields between. For the first time, astronomers can study not only individual galaxies, but the cosmic web itself, the giant clusters and voids that shape everything in the universe. The science has only just begun, and yet the surprises are already tumbling in. Remember, this image isn't flat. It's a window through time itself. The nearest galaxies in this view are billions of light years away, and the most distant are nearly as old as the universe itself. Let's walk through it. Our first stop is relatively close, just a few billion years back, where galaxies have already taken on their majestic forms. Spirals unfurl their arms, ellipticals puff up into giants, and irregular galaxies twist in gravitational dances. Thanks to Webb's wide reach, we can even see how these galaxies arrange themselves into vast superclusters, bound together like beads on cosmic strings. And then comes a remarkable find, an object now nicknamed the Infinity Galaxy. Two galaxies are colliding, their shapes stretched into a figure eight. But here's the jaw-dropper. A supermassive black hole seems to be forming, not at the center of either galaxy, but right between them. This bizarre phenomenon hints at a mechanism of black hole birth we've never witnessed before, something that only a survey of this scale could capture. Push deeper, and we fall into an age astronomers call cosmic noon, around 10 billion years ago. This was the universe's busiest season, when galaxies churned out stars at a frenzied pace. The view here is dazzling, galaxies blazing with the blue-white light of young, hot stars. And yet Webb, true to form, has already delivered shocks. It has spotted quenched galaxies, already burned out and quiet, in an era when they should have been bursting with activity. Even more astonishing, it has found spiral galaxies with neatly defined arms, structures our theory said should take far longer to appear. These discoveries paint a picture of a universe far more dynamic and accelerated than we thought. And just when we think we've caught up, Webb pushes us further still, toward the cosmic dawn, just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. Here, at the edge of time, we are staring into the first sparks of creation, where galaxies themselves were just beginning to form. For decades, astronomers believed they had a solid grasp on the universe's early history. The story went something like this. After the Big Bang, the cosmos needed time, hundreds of millions of years, for matter to gather under gravity's pull and for the very first stars to ignite. In those early days, the skies should have been mostly dark, dotted with only tiny, primitive galaxies just beginning to take shape. But then came the James Webb Space Telescope, and suddenly, everything we thought we knew began to unravel. Instead of a lonely, faint universe, Webb revealed something shocking, an abundance of bright galaxies shining boldly in the primordial dawn. Records for the most distant galaxies tumbled one after another. First, scientists confirmed JWST Z14O, a luminous galaxy seen just 290 million years after the Big Bang. Not long after, another even farther away was found, MOM Z14, which existed a mere 280 million years into cosmic history. What makes these discoveries so startling isn't just their distance. These galaxies aren't small or primitive as our models predicted. They are already fully luminous systems, and even more surprisingly, they contain heavy elements like carbon and nitrogen. That means at least one generation of stars had already lived and died in record-breaking time, enriching the universe with heavier matter, almost impossibly fast. As if the cosmos hit fast forward on its own creation, rewriting the rules before we had even finished sketching the first draft. This realization has sent shockwaves through astronomy. Our old models, neat and orderly, are no longer enough. The processes of galaxy formation and even the birth of supermassive black holes may have started earlier, moved faster, or unfolded through mechanisms we have yet to imagine. The timeline of the universe, the grand story of creation, turns out to be richer, stranger, and more dramatic than we ever allowed ourselves to believe. And then there's the sheer scale. In just one deep sky image, Webb captured over 780,000 galaxies, all crammed into a patch of sky that looks tiny from Earth. If a single snapshot holds this many worlds, how vast must the true universe be? It's a revelation that doesn't just challenge science, it stirs something deeply human, a sense of awe, a reminder that we are small but connected to a cosmos far grander and more ancient than we can fully grasp. What Webb is showing us isn't faint smudges at the edge of time. It's a dazzling population of bright galaxies, each demanding an explanation, each whispering that our story of the universe has only just begun. And perhaps the most humbling thought of all, even this breathtaking map, the largest ever made, is just a sliver of the whole, a single window into an endless ocean of worlds.